Hi guys! So today I'm going to do Charlie's 2-month update. He is a little over 2 months now, but like I said in a previous vlog, his appointment got pushed back. So I'm just going to do his update, and then I will put down in the description once he has his update, or once he has his doctor's appointment, his height and weight and percentiles and everything like that if you're interested. He is just laying on the bed smiling at mama. He's laying on the bed right now, which is so different because every other video I'm holding him, so we'll see how long this lasts. But that is kind of an update. He is getting better at being on his own. That was something that I wasn't really too worried about. It wasn't anything that I felt was a big deal. We have been kind of starting to try to work on him kind of being on his own a little bit more, as far as just like maybe being in a swing or laying on a play mat or something by himself, or laying on the bed by himself, or even in his crib. Sometimes he'll go in his crib. Now you can see this mobile here. He just got that new mobile and he does really like it, but he will only be in there for like a few minutes and then he, I don't know, gets sick of it. As far as eating, he is pretty much only nursing. Even throughout the night. That used to be a time when Matt would feed him. My husband would get up with him in the middle of the night. I would go pump and he would nurse. Or I would go pump, Matt would give him the bottle. But I just started nursing him during the night as well. The reason that I wasn't before was I just kind of like wanted a break. Sometimes nursing can be like really exhausting. And when they're not super good at nursing, and you're really tired in the middle of the night, sometimes it just doesn't work out. But he's gotten really good at nursing, and so that's not an issue anymore, so I don't feel that need to have a break. And it's also nice for my husband then, because then he can sleep throughout the night, and then generally in the morning he'll take him, if he gets up earlier than I will, he'll take Charlie out in like the living room and let me kind of sleep in. So it works out for us. I was watching my 1 month update with him, and I noticed that a lot of the things that I was saying, sometimes he does this, or like occasionally he'll do this, those are all things that he does all the time now. Like before I said, you know, he's kind of starting to smile now. It's usually just like in the morning when he wakes up or whatever, but now it's like you can get him to smile any time of the day. He is the happiest baby. One thing that's a little bit different is that he's talking a lot more. You can kind of hear him right now. He'll talk a lot, like when he hears people talking. A lot of times when I'm talking, he will talk. I'm sorry that I keep looking over there, but he just is so cute laying on the bed, like just happy as can be. He's starting to like toys a little bit now. I've tried a few toys. I've got his toys right here. His favorite one is out in the living room. It's kind of like this, but it's a puppy and it's like red and it like rattles when you shake it, but he kind of likes that. And he likes this one, I think, because of like the colors and like the noise and stuff. Everything else though he's not really into yet. A lot of these toys are like teething toys. He doesn't hold them yet, but he likes them, like when you shake them by him or whatever. Like if you're playing with him, he likes them, but he's not yet to the point where he's holding them and entertaining himself. He still loves getting his diaper changed. That is like, you know that when you lay him down on this changing pad that he is going to give you smiles and smiles. One kind of like a negative thing that has kind of started to be a thing is he does not like his car seat at all. It is terrible to go anywhere in the car, and I feel so bad because I don't know what the problem is. You know, like it's really hard to be the mom and to not know why your baby's crying and to not be able to console them. I think that's the hardest part, because usually I can console him like pretty easy. It's not too tough to get him to stop crying. But like say Matt and I are in the car, I'll be in the passenger seat. If Charlie starts crying, it's never like, it's almost like a scared cry or just like a really sad cry. And I usually try to let him kind of figure it out, see if he can console himself. But it usually will get to the point where he like is choking and like gagging from crying so hard. So it is the saddest thing ever. I'll usually jump to the back and try to sit with him and console him and make him feel better, and nothing will console him. It's terrible. Until you take him out of that car seat, he is so sad. I've reached out to a few like mommy groups and things like that, and like asked some of my friends that are mommies, and I've gotten some advice that I've tried. Like, we've tried giving him a paci, we've tried giving him a blankie, or I've tried giving him my pillowcase, like for my scent. I tried like adjusting things in his car seat, like the head. There's like this infant thing, it goes like to keep their head from like moving, you know. I've tried like adjusting that to see if that's the problem, and seriously nothing works. I think he just hates his car seat. So that's something that is kind of not fun right now. He is getting better at taking pacis. He still doesn't like a pacifier if he is already crying and upset. A pacifier will not soothe him. Usually when he'll take a pacifier is right after he's done eating, so he can kind of like continue that sucking to soothe himself to sleep. That is pretty much the only time that he'll take a paci. If you try to give him a paci when he's already mad, it won't work. He'll spit it out and he'll get even more mad. These are now the pacis that he likes. I think that's upside down. It is the MAM brand, M-A-M. Looks like that. That's the pacis that he likes. He used to kind of like these, but he could never keep them in his mouth. This is the kind that he got from the hospital, and he really did like these at the beginning. He couldn't ever keep them in his mouth. You really just had to hold it in his mouth. But he doesn't like these anymore. So I don't know. One day he decided he doesn't like these anymore. We tried these ones and he likes them. He has kind of shown interest in wanting to roll over. Oh, one other big thing is sleep. So he has basically started to sleep, I would say like through the night, honestly, because he will go to bed. Usually he'll go down, I call it a nap. Okay, he's not quite on a schedule yet, but he will go down for a nap between like 7 and 10 p.m. and then he'll wake up at midnight, and then he'll sleep until like usually 7 or 8. It just depends, because so the reason he wakes up at midnight is because that's when Matt comes home, and so we're moving around and like, you know, the house isn't quiet at midnight, so that's why he wakes up, and that's why I call it a nap. He would probably sleep longer, but that's just the way it is. His owlet, I have the Connected Care app, and if you don't have that, you need it. It's different from just the Owlet app, but it will like track his sleep, kind of like a Fitbit does. It's really cool. It'll track like when he's in a deep sleep, a light sleep, when he's awake. And that usually says that he gets about like 6 hours of sleep. So he has started to have a lot more saliva in his mouth, and I know this because he's starting to blow bubbles all the time. He will have all these little bubbles just like sitting outside of his lips. And like my first thought was like, okay, is he teething or something? Like, why is he like not drooling, but why is there more saliva? And I had actually seen on one of my apps that they're just producing more saliva right now to get them ready for when they eat solid foods, which I think is coming at like 4 months or something like that. So I don't know, but he's been doing that a lot. Okay, I will show you guys him because he's kind of starting to get a little bit antsy. I'll show you guys him and then I'll show you me. I don't know. Why do I show you guys me? I don't know why. This is Charlie. I feel like he's gotten so much bigger. Don't you guys think? He looks like a little man now. He is identical to his daddy. Like, identical. I don't know why I did it in my 1 month update, because that is something that I do not care about. Like, my weight after, like, that's never something I've cared about at all, and I don't think that people should care about that, especially after having a baby, because And especially as early as 1 month, do not care about what you look like. Do not compare yourself to other people and what they look like, because you just grew a baby. Like, this is what you have now. You have a whole little human now because your body was able to do that. So I hope that people don't see that or watch these videos and compare themselves. Maybe I actually won't even show you guys what I look like because it really doesn't matter. That is something though that I have had to kind of talk to myself about, because with it being summer and everything, you know, you put on a swimsuit, but now I don't really want to wear my 2 pieces anymore because of my stretch marks. And I kind of started thinking about that, and I mean, I've never seen somebody with stretch marks and had a problem with it. I don't care. If anything, if I see somebody with stretch marks, I'm like, hell yeah, like, awesome that you have the confidence to just wear whatever you want no matter what your tummy looks like. So that's what I want to be like. I wouldn't say that I'm quite there yet. That's still like the conversation I'm having with myself. But I also, like, at my house, I love my body. I love my stretch marks. Like, I don't care when I'm at home in my, like, comfort zone. Like, I love my tummy. And I wish that that was how I was on the outside too. But I also know that not everybody has that same mindset. Not everybody is as kind and, you know, might have something to say or might look at me funny or something like that. I think that's the biggest thing, is I don't think anybody would say something to me, but I think that I would get looks. And that's almost worse than somebody saying something. I don't know. Anyways, that is it for the update today. You're not wearing any pants. You don't know why. Daddy changed your diaper and didn't put your pants back on. That's okay. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I will update the height and weight and everything once he has his appointment on the 6th. So check back if you watch this before that. You know what? I'm going to go weigh myself, weigh him, and see how much he weighs. Hang on. Okay, I know that you can see the mirror and my door is open now, but he is, I just weighed him, and he is 12 pounds and 6 ounces. You can see he's got a little bit of a double chin. He's still got blue eyes. Very, very blue eyes. You are so big and cute. I'm so obsessed with you. Okay, so that is all for today's update for Charlie Mac's 2-month update. I will see you guys in my next video.